Welcome to Secrets Unlocked. If you enjoy intimate confessions and forbidden stories, check the private archive linked in the description. Subscribe, settle in, and enjoy the story. Drake looked through the picture window of the prefab and rubbed his eyes against the desert sun. Why did they have a picture window in the conference room of the administrative building at all? He wondered. Why not a cooling alpine scene mural on a blank wall? All he could see was sand and sun and blue sky, and the plumbing equipment for natural gas extraction spreading for miles. He guessed that Wyatt in BG headquarters wanted his people not to forget what they were here for, what possessed them for 18-month tour in the sand at a crack. Drake had only been here as the site manager for 5 months. He wasn't sure how he was going to survive the next 13. But then the canteen waiter, Khalil, glided by with his tray of tea and what Drake knew as cookies, but that the bulk of the British workforce out here called biscuits, and he thought perhaps he'd do all right on this tour. This bleak corner of Arab desert was isolated, and Drake was king here. He leaned over to the chief of finance sitting on his right, while others at the table were distracted with their tea orders. Their tea orders, Drake thought with a grimace before whispering his questions to Stan. He thought he'd go mad if they didn't start serving anything stronger at these staff meetings. At least Khalil knew to bring him coffee straight away at the beginning of the meeting, and then watch the cup to make sure it didn't go less than half full. "Did the package arrive?" he whispered to Stanley. "Yes, and it's in your special account. You know I could do the transfers to the Swiss bank if—" "I know you could, Stan, but the Home Office is more antsy about this than anything else. Only I'm permitted to know the account number." "More coffee, sir?" Khalil asked as he leaned down from Drake's other side. For a moment their eyes met. "Thank you, Khalil. I think that will be all for now. Sami can handle the service for the rest of the meeting, I think. The meeting won't be long. You can proceed to your ancillary duties." Khalil smiled, bowed to Drake and backed away. "Now, Margaret, about the production figures for the week." "Oh yes, what is it, John?" The chief of facility security had his hand raised. Feeling the tension build. "Thousands of more private stories are waiting in my exclusive archive. The link is in the channel description." "Sorry, Drake, to break into the agenda, but we have a spot of concern in the Western field, I think." A spot of concern, Drake thought. From his somewhat droll British chief of securities, this could mean anything from an administrative issue to an invasion of this shaky Arab state they were operating in by its voracious neighbor. "Yes, John, what is it?" "Well, the thing is that we haven't actually heard from the perimeter guards on the western fence. Well, for twice the amount of time they are routinely assigned to check in, and we haven't been able to establish—" "The commo equipment must have broken down," Drake interjected. "If he let John ramble on like that, they could be here until nightfall. This would be the 3rd time this week. They sent us shit for commo equipment. Just send a patrol out to them with equipment replacements." "We did that an hour ago, but we haven't actually—" "Just let me know when the Western Quadrant is back online," Drake broke in. He had wanted this meeting to be short. There was something else he wanted to be doing. "Margaret, could we have those figures quickly, please? I have a scheduled call with London that I need to get to." I hope you enjoyed this story. More intimate confessions are waiting in the private archive linked in the description. Subscribe for the next story.